Hi my friends, today we model a mouse, this mouse. It was made in 2010 and it was a novelty because of the optical sensor. This is the position when you see to the operator, and this is the position when you work with it. I don't have a drawing for this object. I have this contour and we measure dimensions because we have the part. Yes. Good. Then let's start to create this object. New standard millimeters. Sketch XY, and we draw the first contour. Line, we select a point below the origin, a vertical line, then we keep pressed the left button of the mouse and we continue with an arc. Again we continue with another arc. And finally a last arc like this. I draw an arc between these 2 points and somewhere here I draw a line from the origin tangent to that last arc, and I make it horizontal. This line to be horizontal. Also this line to contain the origin. We change this end a little and we continue with the first dimension because now we have some presentation very good. I move this point somewhere here and I apply this dimension of 24.5. Everything is changed, scaled, and looks as you can see. This is 33.5. This is 29. Then I move this point somewhere here because the distance between the point and the vertical line is 27.5. The radius is 110. This radius is 415 and this one is 100. The distance from this point or from this arc to the line is 85. And now we have fully constrained sketch. Yes, these are all the necessary dimensions. Good. finish sketch, F6, extrude 40 millimeters, F6, and now we apply fillet 3 to both edges. You see something new because this is Inventor 2022. Okay, now I want to change the view because we want to see a natural position of this object. The natural position is from this corner. No, the position is from this corner. Yes. Home. I make this set current view as home, fit to view. You know the procedure from my other tutorials. Now we turn the part because we want to create a sketch in the tangent plan. The tangent plan is this. Yes. F5 to go back with the presentation. We project this special edge and this another special edge. We draw a line, horizontal line, between these two projections, and we apply a dimension of 16 between the line and origin. 16. We place a point and we dimension it from the bottom at 21 and from the right end at 31. Now, because we want to create a natural shape, we use not arc but spline interpolation to connect these 3 points. Okay, we apply offset of 3, offset of 3 to the left. You see dimension 3 here, and also 3, but I don't want to write there 3, but I place this here. I apply dimension and I select this value, which is D14. You must remember D14, or let me modify D14 to be OFF set. Offs, because offset is a special word. Offs, offs, close. So this is offset, offs. Look here, is it or it is not? Expression offs, yes. Expression value. Good, we'll use this symbol in our work. I apply extend for this end of the spline and the other end of the spline. Why? because we want to have a longer line outside the object. Yes, this is outside, this is outside. Good. Finish sketch. F6. And now I want to make this not visible, and I create a work plane. The work plane is based on the end plane, which is this one, I suppose. Yes, this is, but placed at minus 34.5. All of these dimensions were measured by me on the sketches and mouse to have the real and wanted form. Let me see what is with this auto resize. It looks to be very great. I don't know why, but no matter, we use this plane to create the first sketch, the second sketch. The second sketch is similar with the first one, and it has similar elements. F7 to see inside. Rotate a little for you to see what is this, and I project geometry, this face, curved face, which creates a rectangle, and this face, which create only a line, because this is the vertical line, you know, you remember, this is a vertical line on the back plane. Good. And what with this? We draw a line, as you know, between these two lines, perpendicular on one of them. The distance from the bottom is 26. Now we apply offset. Offset on the left is very simple. OFFS is recognized as a dimension. You see here 3. But what about this? No problem. We write here capital O FFS. Good. We create a point as before, which is placed at a distance of 32 from the base and a distance of 31 millimeters from the left line, which before was the right line. Yes, I turned the object. Again, spline interpolation, connecting these 3 points. Okay, and then extend to the left and to the right to be outside the part, the object. Now I make something which must be made also to the first sketch. I select all the lines except the spline and make them construction lines. You'll see why. Finish sketch. This plane is no more necessary to be visible, so I hide it. F6. I also hide the sketch. Sketch number 3. Let me make the correction here to select all the lines and except shift click, except the spline and construction lines, all of them. Finish sketch. For the next sketch I create a special plane, a plane which contains this point and is perpendicular on this face. So I create an axis first. I create one end of the axis, this one, and another point, this one. Now I have the axis in my mind, and Inventor knows what I have in my mind, yes? So when I select this face, I can choose if the new plane is perpendicular or not. Yes, it is. Okay, now F6 to see the huge plane, look at it, and F5 to go back with the view. But when it is at a distance, I can select it to make a new sketch. Home is not effective. This is effective. F7. I turn a little this part and I project now other faces. One is this, which generates this rectangle, and the other is this, which generates other rectangle. You may wonder why, where is this? If I click on F7, you'll see better. If the line, the plane is not perpendicular, not parallel, this line is projected like this line, and the other edge, which is this, the end of this face, projects here. Yes, now I have a projection. F7, you understand. I draw a line between these end lines, perpendicular on them, and I apply offset of both. This with capital O F F S, and this one also with OFFS. Then we draw the interpolation spline between these two ends. Oh, but I don't have the point. I create a point somewhere here, and I apply dimension from the end of 31 and the distance from the bottom of 38. But what about this line? This line is placed at 23 from the bottom. Good. Okay, I wonder why I have two dimensions needed. What are that dimensions? Apply 40 here, 0 here. There is something unnecessary to be considered. A line here which is not measured, but it is not important. Spline, interpolation spline, yes, from the end to the point and to the other end of the horizontal line. Good. Extend the spline in both directions at the both ends. Good. Again, we select everything but the spline and make them construction entities. Finish sketch. The plane is no more necessary to be visible, so I make it not visible. And the sketch also hidden. The last sketch must be placed in a plane which is tangent to this face, and it needs a special sketch. A sketch in the plane XY. New sketch. I project the contour F7 and now I see nothing. Let's make something to see. I am interested to see the points, the center points of these two arcs. So I tap in succession the keys Alt F-I, yes, and I select the color deep blue. Okay, now I see better, yes. What I see? The 2 points. I draw a line between them, line, restart. I find the midpoint of the first line and I draw a tangent. A tangent, if you are patient, you obtain this point of tangency. Good. Finish sketch. Now I use this line and this face to create a plane perpendicular on face through the line. Plane, line, face, perpendicular, okay. F6, a huge plane, click on it, select sketch, make it not visible, the plane, and F6 again. F7 to see inside. I don't have any inside because the plane is on the face. Yes. I hide also the sketch. So we create something in this plane. I project this arc, superior arc, and also this connection, and by turning so this connection between faces. And now I place a point at 7 millimeters up, 7 from the point to this bottom, or the projection of the origin. The distance is 7, and the point is placed on the same vertical with the midpoint or tangency point of the line and this arc. Good. And now I draw a interpolation spline from this point, end point, to this created by us point, this one, and to the other end. Now we have a nice spline. I select everything exception of the spline to make them construction lines. Finish sketch, and I make visible all sketches but not this one. Visible, visible, and visible. F6. We have now 4 curves to be connected by a surface. What is the tool, my friends? I wait for you to say. Yes, you are right. Loft. Since we want to create a surface, we apply loft and surface, not solid. Surface. I select sketches from the back to the front. You see how this surface is generated. Yes? Okay. We use split to cut with this tool. Yes, tool. To cut this, I select this option and this sub option, or keep side. I want to keep the bottom and I want to exclude upper volume. Okay. I hide also the loft, and I have the nice object, which is in respect of the reality, with this nice shape. I apply fillet of 3 millimeters, 3 all around. Okay, Alt F-I to go back to presentation. Okay. And then I select material, which is PPS, plastic. For instance, you can select any plastic you want. What is the volume of this beautiful object? The volume is update this one, copy, close. I turn back this because I create a sketch on the bottom to apply a text somewhere here with the value pasted from the eye properties. Let's turn it around and move the text inside. So now, but let me finish the text. I place it here on the bottom of the part. Finish sketch. You see we have the value. If you want to model this object, you have to use what I presented here and to obtain that value of the volume. Good. That's all for today, my friends. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.